Hello friends, welcome to Capable Vegan. Today we're going to do a quick walkthrough on this Mr. Coffee Espresso Maker, and we're going to make ourselves a nice hot soy cappuccino. So first off, I've had this for just a couple of months now, and I will tell you, now these are very inexpensive. These are some of the least expensive espresso makers on the market right now. It's very basic. There's not a lot of parts to it. So you have the pressure cap on the top. You have your steamer nozzle for your milk. You have your basket. This actually comes in two pieces. You've got your carafe. And this carafe will do single and double shots of espresso. This does also have let's see if I can get this out here, where you can empty out the water or the extra coffee that comes down. I haven't actually had any issues of it going overboard. I have seen that with the nozzle, with the steamer nozzle. So we do want to be careful on that. I do want to know, even though this is an easy machine, I did have an issue with the steamer. No matter what I did, I consistently was getting lattes. I was making lattes rather than cappuccinos. I'm a big fan of cappuccinos. First thing you want to do is plug the machine in. We've got that done. And the next thing you do, you are going to want to remove the top of the cap, and I'll let you see the inside of that. Again, not a lot to this. We're going to take the water. I've already gone ahead and filled this up, and what I want you to note here, see, this is you can do doubles and single shots. I don't know if you can see that. You've got a line here for your steamer or your fill, and a line for your steamer. See, it's got a little steamer picture and then a coffee picture for the espresso portion. So I want to have mine right up to the second line because I'm going to be making cappuccino. So we'll fill that on in. The one thing I do want to know is this cap is not very sturdy. So I wouldn't do a lot of tipping. It could fall off, but it doesn't really seem to be affecting the product at all. So we'll go ahead and fill that up. Very nice. We'll put that there. So now I'm going to take my coffee here. This here just happens to be a tin that I've been reusing. What I'm actually using for my espresso today, I am using Starbucks blend. The Starbucks Espresso Roast Blend. So I use the beans. I've already gone ahead and ground them up, and my grounds are in here. Again, I reuse all this packaging. And so there are some lines in here, and I don't think that we're going to be able to capture those lines. Maybe we will. So it says 1 and 2, or 2 and 4. 2 and 4 in there. So 4 is going to be a double shot. 2 is going to be a single shot. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in. I think on average it's been taking me about 3 scoops to make a double. Oop, making a mess. Okay. Then once you get this in, you're going to just tap it. Tap, 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 tap. And you don't want to push it in so far that water can't get through it. Alright. Go ahead and slide that over. We don't need that anymore. So we're going to go ahead. Now it's hard to see, but there is a nozzle in here, not a spot to put this. So you're going to get that just right. Now once you use it a couple of times, it's going to be easier to find that. This here is stiff. The very first time I did this, it took me quite a while to slide that over. So from here, we're going to put this back in. Alright, now we've got that set up. We're going to go ahead and put that cap back on. Make sure that cap is good and tight. you want to have the pressure build up for you in there. And then we're going to go ahead and switch it to coffee. There's a little coffee picture on there. This process is rather lengthy. I do want to know how I fixed my issue with not being able to make cappuccino foam is I removed this little cover. It doesn't say anywhere in the instructions that you should be removing this, so do so at your own risk. This will get hot. I found that I cannot make a cappuccino with this on, so I go ahead and remove that. What I'm going to do while I'm waiting is I'm just going to put about a quarter cup of my soy milk into the cup. Make more of a mess. And you want to be careful when you're doing a cappuccino. The foam will get away from you, and I can't promise that I won't be making a foam mess for this video. And we don't need the spoon in there. Now, when you do start the steam process, this is actually going to fill up to your line. So in my case, I'm doing a double. So we want to get this filled up to the 4. In the instructions, it does say to do your milk first. I have found that when I do the milk first, especially with having this on, I would use all of the water up and wouldn't have any left for coffee. So, easiest way to do this is to fill up your coffee carafe exactly where you want it, and then get the milk going. We're going to put just the tip of this nozzle into our milk. So we're going to hear a funny little noise, and we'll know when we get it right based on that noise. So stick with me here. Alright, so we're at the 4. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I'm going to get this positioned. It's important that you put this in ahead of time. If you go to put it in while it's steaming, you're just gonna blow milk all over the place. All right, so I'm gonna slide it on to steam. I'm gonna just put my cup at an angle. Again, this is just a metal coffee cup, and nothing special. This doesn't come with anything extra. It doesn't come with a pitcher or anything like that. So. I found that I do like this. However, once it starts getting hot, be careful not to put your hand or your fingers right up against that, because it will be hot. Okay. Alright. So go ahead and steam. And again, we're just putting it right on the edge. And then once it gets full, we're going to put the nozzle in the rest of the way. And be careful not to pull it out too far. As if you pull it out too far, you're just going to splash the milk. And now I'm getting to the point where my cup is starting to get warm. I can feel it through the handle. And you can hear that noise, that psh noise. And we're just about there. And the cup is full. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that all the way in. And we're getting to the top. So I'll take that out. Now, what I like to use these little reusable travel mugs. It makes me feel like I've gone to the coffee shop. These are cute. They actually have the sleeves, and it does come with a stir stick as well. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to empty my coffee right away, because I do also want to remove the steam from this unit, any steam I didn't use. So I'll go ahead and pour that right into the coffee cup. And as you can tell, this did not hold very well. Alright, put that out of the way. Don't want to drop that as well. And I'm just going to use a spoon. And I want to show you before I put this in, because I didn't use a cup that was clear. You can see the foam. We've got some nice thick foam in there. So I'll go ahead and scoop that foam out. Lots and lots and lots of foam. I tell you, this is just as good as getting it at a coffee shop. All right. That is really good looking. I also like to put a little dash of cinnamon in mine. This is nothing fancy, just plain cinnamon. I'm gonna do a couple of dashes. All right, and have a look at that. You see that? That looks wonderful. A little bit of natural sugar. This is a raw type sugar, and these are a little teaspoon, something I've had for years. So at this point, I'm going to just take my spoon, because I like that sugar to be all mixed inside of the foam, and then I'll bring it down. And there we have it. We have a beautiful cappuccino, and we didn't spend a lot for the machine.